I have thoughts here. So
Dan, take
Morgan,
the
Wa-
wheel.
yeah, Morgan Wallen, who we talked about earlier this year as being the country music star who went on an N-word laden rant and then got canceled by the media, Twitter, and social justice elites so hard that he is like the third highest streamed artist of this year. I think. Yeah, I'm kind of skipping around, but there's like a top 50 list of artists that were most streamed this year. And Morgan Wallen, country music star Morgan Wallen, is number third on this list. I think the only people beating him out are Drake and Taylor Swift. Fucking Drake and Taylor Swift. All right.
That's wild.
So again, there are a lot of people who say, "Oh, there's this cancel culture. You can't say anything anymore." Morgan Wallen, who did an N-word laden rant earlier this year, is pop music.
Hard R.
Hard R. It is pop music. Is as mainstream as Drake and Taylor Swift. And now I'm just reading names as the late Juice World, as Youngboy NBA, as The Weeknd, as the late Pop Smoke, as Lil Baby. All these people I mentioned are in the top 10, and most of them have far fewer streams than Morgan Wallen, to the tune of like 1 million fewer streams. Like Pop Smoke, posthumous records are killing. That's why Juice World is number 4 on this.
Yeah, because of posthumous albums are a big thing.
Yeah, and then people like emotions, whatever. But like, yeah, the dark thing about these posthumous albums is that you can get them to sell really well after the artist passes, right? Speaking of XXX Temptation's number 30, just gonna move on. But like, I think the point I was making is that Pop Smoke, yeah, is a posthumous artist, and he got, at least from the first half of this year, ending July 1st, 1.9 million streams. That's probably gone up since he released his estate and stuff, released a really major album pretty much right after that. So maybe Morgan Wallen goes down, like loses 1 million streams, sure, but he's still going to be top 5.
That's still a shit ton. It's insane.
And so that comes around the reason we bring him up anyways, because like, not only does he's like the best example for like, does cancel culture exist or not? Well, look at Morgan Wallen. No. But he goes on Good Morning America in his like best Tucker Carlson looking impression ass.
No, he needs to wear flannel and have like a fake wood shop behind him.
Oh my God. Either that or I miss Bowtie Tucker Carlson. When you couldn't tell whether he was like serving drinks at a bar or in the Muslim Brotherhood. Like it was one or the other.
Like when he got owned by what's his face, the comedian, I can't think of his name, then had to like retreat from public life for a little bit and then go to Fox News because, you know, that's what happens.
That tends to happen. Okay, but really fast. So Morgan Wallen sat down with Good Morning America and basically tried to, for lack of a better term, whitewash the entire incident that happened, saying that, quote, "It just happened. I was around some of my friends and we say dumb stuff together. And it was, in our minds, it's playful. I know that sounds ignorant, but that's really where it came from, and it's wrong." Wallen was adamant that he didn't use the slur frequently, saying, "I was just around this certain group of friends, I would say." He also swore that he didn't mean it in a derogatory manner. The interviewer, whose name is Michael Strahan, who I hope is black, pushed back and noting that, you know, being drunk isn't a justification to use a racial slur. And then Strahan asked, "What made you think the word was ever appropriate to use?" And Wallen said, "Well, I'm not sure. Guess I'm just ignorant about it." It's ridiculous. He also Morgan Wallen addressed the spike in record sales in the aftermath of this incident, saying that he and his team donated $500,000 to black organizations. You know how little ass money $500,000 is for a like top 3 like pop selling artist? Drake spent $1 million on the God's Plan video and literally just gave away $990,000 of it in stacks to the people in the music video. He only spent it on production, right? Like the money was just giving the money away, right? Like if you're at that level, dude, like you can do a lot more than a $500,000 Band-Aid for saying the N-word. And another thing, like how are you going to feign ignorance as a country music star about the N-word in the United States of America in the 21st century? Get the fuck out of here. That is the lamest ass excuse I have That's actually one of the worst excuses I've heard in music. Like not the category of like what is it, Vanilla Ice, because it's not comparing like music, right? This is just like for an artist doing a thing. This is like what's rapey about that award kind of bad from like Pharrell Williams, right? When he didn't understand that Blurred Lines was bad. Like this is like you I don't believe him. I fucking don't believe him is the thing.
No. Because when you're drunk, that's when a lot of times your filter comes off, right? So it's what's in your mind. It's in your, what really comes out is what goes on, like the hidden thoughts and stuff. So then you have like these racist tendencies and shit that come out that you're trying to, hide away because you don't want to, you don't want people knowing the true you, but people are really seeing it. And it's bad. It's pretty blatant in country music and stuff too. So it's a really shitty excuse.
I'm drunk and I was acting out, and so I did something out of ignorance. Because when you're drunk, like you said, Sean, you show your true colors. And so your true colors are things you don't understand. So maybe, yeah, that's another thing that probably is Morgan Wallen telling on himself again. His true colors is ignorance, our ignorance. Like he's just like a very not bright person, or he's at least smart enough to have some PR people around here going like, hey, yo, listen, that's how you get yourself out of this mess now. Fucking
you see the perpetrator. Yeah, I'm right here. Fuck around. Get the whole label sent up for years.
This is like the Jimmy Rebel, Rebel Records.
No, maybe it was Jimmy Rebel owns his racism. Like, at least own it. Like, yeah, he's just like, I don't care. I hate everybody.
Yeah.
You can't play this slick back your fucking mullet and try to be all, oh, I'm gonna go on Good Morning America.
Put on your best Joseph A. Banks sports coat for Good Morning America to try to clean up this N-word thing. It's F him. All right, let's do some music.